Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Can I have your attention, please? Welcome to the City of Glasgow College's annual graduation ceremony. Would you please be upstanding for the platform party? Thank you.
Special guests of honour and members of our college board, distinguished guests, graduates, and of course, families and friends. Welcome to this celebration of achievement and possibility, the 2023 winter graduation at the City of Glasgow College. As Vice Principal of Student Experience, I stand with immense pride and delight witnessing this incredible moment where aspirations meet achievements. Whether you're here in person, feeling the buzz of this prestigious venue, or joining us online, your presence adds an invaluable spark to this celebration. This day has been a long-awaited chapter, marked with tales of resilience, determination, and the unwavering pursuit of knowledge. Your journey has had many twists and turns, obstacles bravely conquered, and challenges gracefully navigated. Each of you sitting here represents a unique story, a story of determination, growth, and triumph. Amidst the complexities and trials, you have emerged victorious, marking the qualifications you've earned all the more remarkable. So today we celebrate not only your accomplishments, but also the spirit of innovation and problem solving that you've developed over your time at the City of Glasgow College. You are a beacon of inspiration, poised to carve a path that will shape the future in profound and meaningful ways. So to each and every one of you, I extend heartfelt congratulations. So as is customary, today's ceremony commences with an address from our college's founding principal and chief executive, Paul Little, CBE. We recently celebrated our 13th anniversary, and in that time, Principal Little has raised City of Glasgow College to be a top-performing college in Scotland and the UK in further and higher education. Principal Little's leadership continues to redefine tertiary education and rightly ensures that students remain the focal point of everything we do. Guests, please welcome our Principal and CEO, Paul Little.
Thank you, Dr. Carney. Good evening, everyone. Mr. Chairman, and I've got a longer list than normal. Mr. Chairman and now Honoured Distinguished Fellow of the College, Mr. Vice Chair and Honoured Fellow, former Vice Chair and Fellow-elect, honoured guest Simon Lister, members of our college board, distinguished guests, distinguished alumni, colleagues, but especially our graduating class of 2023. You're all very welcome here this evening, and I'd like to give you my warm welcome to you here in the hall and all those watching across the world online. The college is truly a global institution with a global reach. And in the afternoon ceremony, we had some delegation from Indonesia. Today, we operate across 26 countries and 6 continents. And we're very cosmopolitan as a student cohort with some 150 nationalities. Excuse me. So we meet here in the Royal Concert Hall, one of the few venues large enough to have a supersized college graduation. And graduands, and at the minute that's officially what you are, graduands. And as you walk across that stage after the ceremony on nod, you become graduates. And a piece of advice, it's not a race. The fellas tend to see who's the fastest across. The ladies less so because they've got new shoes. Some of the fellows have got new shoes and others. So, but it is your moment in the spotlight. So many amazing celebrities have been on the stage, and now it's your turn tonight. So please enjoy it tonight. And also, because this is our third and final ceremony this evening, as we engage in that, very happy for lots of audience and participation during that ceremony. You know, today marks graduating a very public celebration of individual achievement. It marks education being deepened. It marks skills that have been mastered. And whether you are leaving us to go into employment or whether you're leaving us to do advanced study either with ourselves or one of our partner institutions, clearly tonight is a transition point for you. It's very much a milestone, and each year I and our faculty enjoy and are honoured by moments like this because we feel privileged in helping learning flourish, and we feel particularly privileged that we've helped some dreams to come through, and tonight's obviously the pinnacle for that. Now, of course, it's not just our professional, our amazing professional lecturing and our amazing professional support staff, faculties, that have contributed to your success. Occasions like tonight are an opportunity to publicly thank, and we'll do that later in the ceremony, your family, your friends, all of those that have been hugely instrumental in your success this evening. You probably guessed it by now that success is rarely achieved on your own. There's usually a team behind you, a team of friends and lecturers and parents and support staff and others, including from industry. It's a timely reminder that we should pay tribute to that. You've been on a particular learning journey, and whether that learning journey has included some tears, whether it's included some setbacks, whether it's included some private moments of self-doubt and anxiety, you're here now. So take a moment to reflect on that. Don't take that for granted. There are many people that have dropped out. There are many people who have not stayed the course. And to be honest, after the pandemic, you have been challenged more than most in your particular learning journey. So we should pay tribute, both individually and here we are doing that publicly. You've made the final grade, you've passed, and for those that have passed with flying colours, there's some special awards. Now, although COVID-19 restrictions have been lifted, it is that time of the year when we're taking extra special precautions, and rather than me shaking each of your hands and possibly spreading this horrible virus, since the pandemic, we have pivoted, to use that business word, Sir Simon, to the ceremonial nod. Now, I stand in the middle, and as I nod, rather than shaking your hands, I'll say a few words to each of you going across. As you leave me, that is officially the conferring of your international award. I say that because you don't need to nod back. All you need to do is smile, because by that stage, you'll be halfway over the stage, you won't have fallen, and the camera's just there. So I think at that stage, the smile would be in order. You've got that far in the proceedings. It also, as I mentioned earlier, it gives me a really enormous and great pleasure to also welcome not just you here tonight, not just those online, but our honoured guests for this evening, Sir Simon Lister, BAE Systems Naval Ships Managing Director. I'll say a bit more informally, introducing him at the end of my address. But Sir Simon is here to share some words of wisdom, and in the evening ceremony, it's usually with slightly older students, but not exclusively, an appropriate time to have a leader from the community, from employment, or indeed from industry joining us. And we're delighted, Sir Simon, that from your busy schedule, we've managed you to re-divert your flight to Australia or Canada or wherever else to get you here tonight to help us celebrate with our graduating class of 2023. Because let's make no mistake about it, the world that you're either working in or entering in employment is becoming ever more complex, ever more ambiguous. The positive thing, however, is that you're leaving us with the practical skills, the technological skills, the professional skills that employers are desperate for. With all those skills shortages and skills gaps in a whole multitude of industries, they need hands-on people, people who can hit the ground running. They need City of Glasgow College graduates. But let's remember, you're just not another graduate. This is not another ceremony that happens in Glasgow or in the United Kingdom. You're graduating from the City of Glasgow College. By the end of the speech, you will understand, I hope, that graduating from the City of Glasgow College means something extra special. Well, what might that mean? Well, clearly you're graduating from the largest college in Scotland, the third largest in the United Kingdom, a college that's world-renowned, a college that has got alumni from a multitude of countries. You're graduating from a college that is very much a world-class institution, a college that in a time of crisis, others look to. So during the financial crisis, we helped develop Scotland's young workforce. During the health crisis, we stood shoulder to shoulder with the NHS and care sector to help during the pandemic. We are very much an anchor institution. And when the next crisis comes to Glasgow or Scotland, we will still be there and we will still be at the fore. Each day, we make a super-sized contribution. The college was built for 40,000 students. It's about twice the size of most universities. We make a super-sized contribution to social mobility, to social inclusion, to social justice. Those are important and noble aims that we deliver each and every day. Now, through multiple career and curricular pathways, City of Glasgow College, along with the other colleges, has done much of the heavy lifting in widening access to affordable higher education. More importantly than that, we've done much of the heavy lifting in safeguarding opportunity for the many, not the few. Nowadays, about 40% of all students who come from a challenged or working class background and or at university start at colleges like the City of Glasgow College. And since we have the largest graduating cohort, we make the largest contribution to those students who study after they leave us at university. We're also the largest employer. We have a talent pipeline each year of 8,000 technical and professional graduates. That's an awful lot of nodding, I have to tell you. Not 8,000 this evening, you'll be relieved to know. Thank you. You know, as you leave us, because you're a City of Glasgow College graduate, you join a worldwide world-class family of alumni. At last ceremony, we had Kirsty O'Donnell. Kirsty O'Donnell is an ex-business student who left us and proceeded to go to New York, where she became an award-winning director and producer. And she now spends her time between the United States and the United Kingdom. And she graduated where you're sitting some 11 years ago. So imagine yourself 11 years from now, and you're sitting at the top table sharing your story. What would that be like? I'm sure Kirsty, in her graduation ceremony, never thought that she'll be sharing that stage. But we did. We have a lot of belief in our students. So, as you know, at the City of Glasgow College, we don't teach to competence standards, not ticking a box. You pass the course and you get on to the next stage. At the City of Glasgow College, we teach to excellence. In fact, as you'll hear in my speech, we teach to world-class standards, and we evidence those. And we evidence those each and every year very publicly. For example, late last year, we were presented with the EFQM Global Award from the top Quality Council for Excellence, International Excellence, after a 6-month assessment of our institution. They rated this college a 7-diamond institution. Now, there's probably as many institutions in the entire world as on that right hand of mine. And I was particularly delighted that the #1 educational globally ranked institution for excellence is actually the City of Glasgow College. And in fact, in their 35-year history, this institution has got the highest marks ever for excellence across some 30,000 organizations. Your peers, some of them graduated this morning, were competing in World Skills Finals. Now, there were more people competing in that final or register for that final than there are people in this room. Some 6,000 young hopefuls and not so young hopefuls registered to say, I'm the very best in my field. And that 6,000 was whittled down to 400. And of that 400 that competed for about a week, 5 of those students were from the City of Glasgow College, and they brought home 3 gold medals and 2 silver medals. Now, if you're not familiar with the World Skills Movement, it's the equivalent of the Skills Olympics. And our institution has been the top institution in the UK, not just in Scotland, during the past 10 years. Most times either #1 or #2 for the last 10 years. That is world-class evidence each year and every year. And it was delightful that some of those students were able to bring their medals for the ceremony. Perhaps there'll be 1 or 2 tonight. What did they win? Well, they competed with the very best in network infrastructure. They competed with the very best in 3 games design technology. And they competed with the very best for patisserie and confectionery. That's quite a wide spectrum. You know, our institutional excellence continues to grow from strength to strength. And just last week, I and 2 senior colleagues, I wouldn't say summoned to the palace, but were invited to St James's Palace in London to formally hear that the City of Glasgow College won the Queen's Anniversary Award. Now, you won't perhaps know that so much, but of all the 45 tertiary institutions in Scotland, or the 300 or 400 across the United Kingdom, they all want to win this award. There is no higher award in further and higher education. In fact, the award is actually a national honour. And in February, we'll be going down to collect that national honour directly from the King. Such is the world-class standards at the City of Glasgow College. So you're leaving from a world-class college that time and time again demonstrates that. I was also delighted that 2 other institutions from Glasgow, Strathclyde and Glasgow University, won that award. So here is City of Glasgow College, standing tall alongside Oxford University, alongside what others would consider the elite in Glasgow. our institution, the first time a Scottish college has won that award, particularly for research. Now, colleges are known as training institutions, as skill institutions, as teaching institutions. They're not known for their research. And the research that we produced is saving lives across oceans as we examine oxygen depletion in enclosed spaces. And Simon, you know, because you are a shipwright, you are a leading figure in the UK shipbuilding industry, you'll know that this college also participated in shipbuilding. We were just sharing a story where Her Royal Highness, the Princess Royal, was with us just recently to meet our shipbuilding trainees and our higher diploma shipbuilding students. City of Glasgow College is a centre of excellence in shipbuilding. And you'll be aware that we played a role in the shipbuilding task force. I would hope that much of the renaissance in UK shipbuilding happens in Scotland. And I hope a lot of that clearly happens in Glasgow with BAE and your partner institutions in the East. But we benefit from that partnership. We benefit from partnership with primes, leading companies like BAE Systems. The college works with the top 20 shipping companies in the world. But we also, and very proudly, work with the SME supply chain that supports those large institutions. We are very much a college that's trailblazing an alternative to university for the many, not the few. Now, graduates, I could list, as the principal of this college, very proudly, many, many, many more examples, but time would prevent that. You wouldn't be able to get out and enjoy the rest of the evening, and you've got one or two more speeches to hear, and we'll obviously graduate. But you should know you're not just another graduate. You're a City of Glasgow College graduate, and that will, after tonight, mean something extra special. Because not only have you got this qualification which is internationally recognised, not only can you compete with your peers anywhere in the world now, but you've gained some attributes, some inner qualities that no one other than those that have studied for can gain. You can problem solve. You can be more creative. You can be solution focused. You can be entrepreneurial. You can be mentally more resilient. You're undaunted by the turbulence and ambiguity so prevalent in our 21st century. In addition to all of that, we zone in on three particular city attributes of being curious, of being open and optimistic, being globally aware, and I suppose the fourth one is being an impactful contributor wherever you go after you leave us. So you're not just another graduate. In fact, your future employers know the standard that you are graduating with. They know that you're work ready. They know that you're a world-class standard, and they need your skills. Our society and our industry needs more skills than we're able to deliver. But City of Glasgow College is doing its best as fast as it can to deliver those skills. And after all, you've been taught by the best. Some of those are here tonight. Some of those you will have remembered from your time at the college. You will have taught in a campus that is a £250 million investment in higher skills and professional education. But you didn't do that alone. So here's a moment, and I'm giving you a little bit of warning to get the blood circling. I'm going to ask you to stand in a second. So we're dressed in the splendor tonight of academic dress, hundreds of years old, very carefully designed for celebrations like tonight. But we didn't do this alone. We had parents and friends and partners and relatives and classmates that helped us along that journey. So there is some time-honored traditions, formal ceremonies, and bits in those formal ceremonies that really, really matter. Now, whether you do this once in your life or more than once, I'd like you to please be upstanding now and look to your loved ones, because we're going to give them a huge round of applause. Can you please stand, graduands, just the graduates, and then give them a round of applause. Thank you. So that had two functions. It got the blood going, and you now know where your parents are, so as you cross the stage, you'll be able to wave to them or whatever else, and they'll be able to wave back. So, graduating class, it's been a great honor and a pleasure to address you today. I'd like to leave you the few words of personal experience that I hope will help you. As a former graduate myself, as a former teacher myself, I know that this is the day when you graduate. This is a time as you graduate to seize the day, not to put things off anymore. I'll give you a phrase which might help if you kind of start to procrastinate or saying, I'll do that tomorrow. Try and use the word, now is good. If you say to your employer, if there's any chance of you doing that, you say, yeah, now is good, I could do that for you. Or somebody needs your help. You can't say, well, could you come back tomorrow? You say, no, it's good, let me help you in that sense. Your lecturers didn't say to you, you know, you've got a problem, you're seeming in distress state, is there any chance of you actually coming back next week? They say, now is good, I am here for you. They role modeled that, then we're asking you to role model that too. You know, we trained you to excellent standards. We never trained you to give up. If you have a dream, follow that dream. Never let anyone else detract you from that dream. That is your dream, and you can deliver that dream. Persistence pays. You know, another time-honored tradition at these ceremonies, when I try to end with a wise quote, and whatever else, I find myself spending some time in the United States. So I often use that, something different, in graduations. I often quote presidents, and particularly a president that inspired me as a young man, John F. Kennedy, and perhaps not as young as I was when I started using these quotations. So the 35th president, and here we are in the 46th president, so that just shows you how long I've been involved in college education. But I'm going to quote tonight, because I think it's important, not the president, Joe Biden, but the First Lady. I'm doing that very specifically because Joe Biden and the First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden, were here in Glasgow during COP26. And the City of Glasgow College played a supersized contribution to COP26. The whole world shipping industries and all the shipping ministers and the United Nations Maritime Organization were on one of our campuses, and we played host in our other campus to global business at the City campus. Now, Dr. Biden is also an inspirational person. She's a community college professor. She's one of us. She could equally have taken any of our faculty's positions and being inspirational to you. But because she is the First Lady, many more people listen to her words. And she once said, education doesn't just make you smarter. Education makes you whole. Together, complete. As a community college professor, she explained, for over 20 years, I've seen for myself the determination, the resilience, and the dedication of countless generations of students. And regardless of their personal circumstances, they showed up every day. They worked hard every day. They believed that anything was possible. So in concluding with my congratulations, graduating class of 2023, may those wise words that anything is possible linger longer as you go across the stage, as the celebrations die down, as you're on your own and saying, anything is possible. May your college be proud of you. May Glasgow be proud of you. Thank you very much. So I'd like to formally introduce our guest of honour, Sir Simon Lister. Now, Simon actually is a very, very modest man. This is one of the few occasions I have of partly embarrassing him. He wouldn't tell you half of this. He probably doesn't want me to tell you half of this either. Simon personifies for this college our very close and enduring partnership with industry. Indeed, it's because of that bedrock of a symbiotic, a very close partnership with industry that our world-class institution can meet the standards, and we know the standards that employers are looking for. So we're delighted that Sir Simon supports us, and we're delighted that he supports you in this public celebration. So Simon became BAE Systems Naval Ships Managing Director in January the 1st, 2021. He joined this BAE Systems as the Managing Director after coming from the Aircraft Carrier Alliance in 2017, before being appointed the Chief Operating Officer of BAE Systems Maritime and Land in 2020. And since that time, and joining the board, he's been a member of the Maritime and Land UK Board, a very senior position in a very major company in Scotland and in the United Kingdom. That's a huge, impressive corporate portfolio all in its own right. But prior to joining BAE Systems, Simon enjoyed a highly successful and interesting career in the Royal Navy as a nuclear submariner and as a marine engineer. He left the Royal Navy at the very top as a Vice Admiral, a member of the Navy Board. Many Vice Admirals never join the Navy Board. More impressive than that for me is that he was Chief of the Material Fleet and the Chief Naval Engineer, the top engineer in the entire institution. Everybody looked to him when they had a big, difficult problem, and I think still do. Now, if that wasn't impressive enough, this gentleman is fluent in Russian. Just when the Royal Navy didn't have any or very few people, Sir Simon left to go to Glasgow. I don't know what they're going to do in the headquarters, Simon, because I think they need your help at times. He is a very strong supporter of the City of Glasgow College. He's also a strong advocate of skills education, as opposed to academic education. He's a strong supporter of technological education, of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And if that wasn't busy enough with a busy day job, he actually helped Scotland, sitting on the Scottish Government's National Strategy Board for the economic transformation of our nation. He is also a mighty advocate for all things Clyde Maritime. Simon, the stage is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a very warm Glasgow welcome to Sir Simon.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me at the back? Very good. Chair, Principal Paul, thank you very much for inviting me here to this graduation. It's smashing to be asked to participate at all. The buzz in this room and outside beforehand is tremendous and very uplifting. Who is this random knight that's been asked to say a few words this evening? Well, cut me in half, as Paul just mentioned, and it says engineer. And I've pursued engineering throughout 40 years in the Navy and latterly as the boss of Govan and Scotstoun shipyards. In BA Systems, our job is to take on really challenging technical and programmatic risks on behalf of government, and then in turn enable those governments to create navies that defend their nations. We're very proud of that task that we do. Our ability to fulfill that task depends on folk like you, with strong qualifications and confidence to operate successfully in our business. And when Paul mentioned how strong is the relationship between the City of Glasgow College and our business, he could not have overemphasized that linkage. It is absolutely symbiotic. And if that's a word you haven't come across yet, Google it later. My point in mentioning my own career is to emphasize the important part that education and training has played in it. I underachieved at school, went off the rails when I was 15 for various reasons, but I was inspired, curiously, by my chemistry teacher to spend a lot of time in the metal workshops at my school. By the time I was 16 and a half, I was welding, casting, forging, and turning. And if I'm honest to everyone in the room here, it is those skills, those practical skills, that I took on board in my teens and in my early 20s that are the most important skills that take me to where I am today. In my last years at school, a language teacher inspired me to learn Russian. As it turns out, the language of the potential enemy that confronted us in the Royal Navy and still does. And it's those experiences in my education that variously led me to being arrested in Russia and thrown into a cell as a diplomat. At least that's what they call the role. It's observing in accordance with the Vienna Convention, with the occasional arrest thrown in. But it also led me to being in charge of a nuclear submarine, protecting our freedom under the Arctic ice, dealing with a steam leak so that we could continue on operational patrol. I thrived in that learning environment that the Navy and school provided me. Throughout my career, I've trained variously as an engineer, a reactor designer, a linguist, a procurement specialist, a program manager, and latterly, a business leader. In my early 60s now, I can assure you that every day is still a learning day. And even this evening, I've discovered, Paul, the difference between a graduand and a graduate. Thank you. I say this because whatever circumstances led you to be at the City of Glasgow College, the fact that you're in this room means that you have willingly accepted that to perform well for yourself, for your family, for your partners, you have first to learn. To the teachers and lecturers in this room, to those of you involved in the education of all the graduands tonight, my congratulations and thank you. I've not spent very much of my career teaching, a little, and I have had just a glimpse of how challenging that can be. I salute you. And to the partners, parents, friends, and supporters in this room, thank you too. Behind every successful graduate this evening, is a good deal of love, sacrifice, support, commitment, blood, sweat, coffee, and tears. To the students in this room, from tonight, graduates, proud graduates of the City of Glasgow College, my heartfelt congratulations. As an employer, I can tell you all that you've chosen your college well. As Paul said, and I can corroborate, it is in the top drawer of colleges nationally and internationally, with a reputation that is growing under Paul's leadership. With your qualification from this city, from this college, from these courses, the world really is your oyster. The reputation of this college is built on your predecessors and now your behaviors and value in the workplace. I know from contact with you tonight that that reputation is in good hands. Before I finish, I'd like to ask you to commit to 3 things. As you graduate, I'd ask you to remember to be curious. Always be curious about why it is how it is. And to feed that curiosity, the second thing I'd like you to commit to is to continue to learn. I continued my learning throughout my career, and I would urge you to do the same. Stimulate that inner core that is driven on by learning afresh, feeding, satisfying that curiosity. And then the third thing I'd ask you to remember to do is to bring on those less fortunate than yourselves and pass on your wisdom as you go. It's such an important responsibility for those of us that have had the good fortune to attend institutions such as this, to pass on that wisdom wherever we can. So be curious, continue to learn, and please pass it on. As you leave this place, please do so with immense pride in a job well done, with a most valuable qualification that will carry, literally, the world over. Don't stop learning, but for tonight, well done, good luck, thank you.
Thank you, Sir Simon, for those inspiring words. Well said. So I guess we're now approaching the presentation of awards, so therefore I invite Principal Little to the front of stage to recognise the graduates with a nod, and Dean of Faculty Gus Grubb to take his place to announce our 2023 graduates from the Faculty of Education and Humanities.
Thank you, Dr. Carney. Principal, I'm honoured to present to you the graduands for the Faculty of Education and Humanities. HNC Accounting, Stephanie Coyle. Agnes Dios. Kirsty Harper. Ellie McCall. Caitlin O'Neill. Nicole Tony Taylor. HND Accounting, Hagos Azaria. Kyle Ian Michael Black. Karen Normand. HNC Financial Services, Stuart Boyd. Jacqueline Niarco. HND Financial Services, Ganam Babakia. Shannon Geddes. Halima Habib. Alan Kite. Amira Rashid. Chloe Wickstrom. Sophia Zutone. HND Retail Management, Jasmine Parker. HND Supply Chain Management, Murray Adams. Gemma Boyce. Lauren Cunningham. David Dyer. Derek Charles McAteer. Michael Pryor. Eva Serafine. HNC Administration and Information Technology with Digital Communications, Baldomero Arevalo Lopez. Karina Fatkulina. Danielle McKinnon. HND Administration and Information Technology, Arman Ali. Lucas Bolton. Rachel Gardner. Loredana Lonita. Scott McLaren. Adrian Paprocki. Sohail Sarwar. Maxwell Tilsall. HNC Business with Enterprise, Lauren Dempsey. HNC Business, Demilie Diret. Nathan Murphy. Emma O'Neill. HND Business, Arif Aftkar. Jamie Lee Alexander. Matthew Allen. Rose Barton. Reese Bennett. Rachel Black. Daniel Brown. Ailey Campbell. Jamie Lee Carlin. Carrie Ann Convery. Eva Crawley. Momina Kashif. Despina Katsajanu. Rebecca Ann Knox, Rebecca. Agnes Koos. Dominic Lunt. Connor Maguire. Emma Mason. Owen Malcolm McCutcheon. Lisa McAnally. Sarah McLaughlin. Anthony Nolan. Casey Robertson. Jade Ross. Rory Stevenson. Kyle Alexander Thomas. Abby Trail. Belle Ward. HND Fashion Business, Hayley Cook. Amy Cowan. Tanya Kennedy. Lauren Mackey. Shannon McClafferty. Hannah McMaster. Alex Morrison. Sarah Normand. Sarah Timpany. Alex Willoughby. Diploma of Higher Education and Business, Rachel Kathleen Jane Baird. Annis Brown. Leslie Castile. Neve Jessica Ferguson. Fraser Groom. Aisha Kesumi. Amy Scott. Sarah Wilson. HND Legal Services, Sarah Akram. Caris Nicole Anderson. Ailey Bell. Deanne Bell. Hajra Bai. Emma Black. Adele Bristow. Dariella Clement. Amy Cooney. Hannah Kate Dalrymple. Logan Doig. Beth Downey. Mary Fairley. Amy Michelle Ferguson. Chloe Flanagan. Leah Gallagher. Keris Lee Galloway. Brianna Gillis. Kate Gray. Ellie Henry. Tegan Higgins. Haris Iftikhar. Ibrahim Jabi. Madiha Kanwal. Susan Larkin. Alexandra Marshall. Reed McChesney. Eve Meehan. Jenna Morgan. Taylor Nealon. Amy O'Connor. Jennifer Roy. Jed Russell. Adiba Mansour Segal. Holly Shepherd. Lara Cisse. Lee Flett Stevenson. Victoria Gabriela Zubushinska. HNC Healthcare Practice, Chloe Black. Lyra Carmichael. Melissa Elphick. Emily Finlay. Lucy Gardner. Emma Gemmell. Taylor Gilfillan. Catherine Graham. Emma Hughes. Emma Johnston. Sheena McMillan. Cara Martin. Aidan McAfee. Amy McCluskey. Ailey McDermott. Megan McGregor. Neve Meehan. Angela Newell. Alice O'Connor. Ellie Elizabeth O'Donnell. Amara Katil. Jennifer Richards. Neve Smith. Maxine Stephen. Holly Sutherland. Elle Walker. Lisa Young. HNC Social Services, Heather Little. Paul McKibbins. Lauren Shields. Fatoumata Toure. HNC Childhood Practice, Catriona Susan Adams. Saba Akhtar. Rachel Bell. Rebecca Bell. Amy Bilsland. Holly Wilson Blair. Sharon Burke. Kaylee Campbell. Sophie Channing. Nicole Cumberland. Imogen Dalton. Emma Donaghy. Amy Gall. Nala. Bethany Lewis. Erica Mason. Beth Mattia. Paige Matthews. Katie McClung. Sky McDonald. Natalie McKee. Sophie McNabb. Devon McFarlane. Kelly McQueen. Pahua Mua. Kirsty Murdoch. Amina A. Kamar. Leah Kirsty Reed. Ayman Shahib. Cara Telford. Rebecca Watson. Alex Wiseman. Emma Young. HND Childhood Practice, Kate Caulfield. Elaine Davidge. Karen Deacon. Nathan Graham. Beth Hannigan. Eve Laughlin. Amina Mogul. Ellie Louise Morley. Rebecca Williams. HNC Social Sciences, Emily Bradford. Jade Keys. Helen McKilligan. Bilal Mimon. Badruddin Mohammed. Rhiannon Mooney. Naomi Quarrell. Maya Shaw. Rebecca Ann Catherine Thompson. HNC Social Sciences, Access to Glasgow University, Dean Robertson. HND Social Sciences, Kimberly Carter. Connor Gillespie. Colette Irving. Michael King. David McPherson. And Stephen Rowe. Principal, this concludes the conferring of awards to graduates from the Faculty of Education and Humanities. I'm proud of every one of you. Congratulations, folks.
Thank you, Gus. I now invite Carla Gethin, Director of Business Partnerships, to announce our professional course graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Carney. It gives me great pleasure to announce the graduates for professional courses. The Personal Development Award in Teaching Practice in Scotland's Colleges, Kenneth Campbell. Federica Jacobi. David Hanna. Paul McLennan. Sheetal Revis. Stephen Riley. Tariq Sajad. Stuart Thompson. Jodie Young. For the Diploma in Digital Application Support, Akaratini Cucusiano. Jay Verha. The SVQ Care Services Leadership and Management Level 4, Catherine Davison. Dawn McFarlane. The SVQ in Facilities Management Level 3, Russell Smith. The SVQ in Management Level 4, Mervyn Graham Adams. Emma McGrory. The SVQ Social Services and Healthcare Level 3, Nagus Raymond. Tara Marie Silgener. The SVQ Social Services and Healthcare Level 4, Katarzyna Zmuda-Mulak. The SVQ Social Services, Children and Young People Level 2. Ansa Anwar. Ruxana Javid. Bushra Tahir. The SVQ Social Services, Children and Young People Level 3, Lena Khalil. Vicky Lang. Pamela McGroarty. The SVQ Social Services, Children and Young People Level 4, David Gibson. The Chartered Institute in Housing, Level 4 Certificate in Housing, Michelle Heaney. Kelly Meek. Stacey Small. Michelle Stone. The Chartered Institute in Housing, Level 4 Certificate in Housing, Maria Brown. Katrina Carruthers. Rachel Lucy Forsyth. Marie Hall. Margaret McCallum. William Thompson. The Chartered Institute of Housing, Level 5 Diploma in Housing, Gail McQueen. Nicola Robertson. Rosalind Wiley. The Chartered Institute Personnel Development Level 3 Foundation Certificate in People Practice, Caitlin McCulloch. Cara Robinson. Harpreet Singh. Holly Taylor. Nurgul Yutashiva. the Chartered Institute's Personnel Development Level 5 Associate Diploma in People Management, Laura Anderson. Siobhan Black. Nsimba Linda Cardoso. John Crockett. Lindsay Cruikshanks. Chris Dodds. Kirsty Ferguson. Rebecca Harris. Jacqueline Kelly. Laureen Kerr. Emma MacDonald. Jade McKenzie. Suzanne McWilliams. Gail Moore. Lucy Nichol. Christopher Quinn. Susan Reid. Adriana Rybarczyk. Lisa Watson. Zoe Young. Principal, that concludes the conferring of awards to graduates in professional courses. Congratulations to all our graduates.
Well done, folks, and thank you, Carla. We'd like to share some messages of congratulations from people you might recognise from your time at college.
On behalf of my team, a huge well done and congratulations to all of our retail and supply chain management students, and a special mention to our first ever graduates of fashion business. We're extremely proud of that. Your hard work, your commitment and determination has been rewarded, and as a team, we wish you every success in your future endeavours. Thank you for working with us in what has been a challenging last few years, and we look forward to hearing all about your future successes and the stories that are still to be told. A massive congratulations, guys. Thank you.
Well done HNC and HND Childhood Practice. The early years team here at City are very proud of you and everything you've achieved. We wish you every success in the future going forward.
Huge congratulations to HNC Social Services. You've done an amazing job. I wish you all the very best for the future going forward.
And well done to HNC Healthcare Practice. The teams here are so proud of all of you and everything that you've achieved, and all the very best with whatever you do next.
And to all of you, I say all the best for the future. You have been hard workers.
Congratulations to all our students graduating tonight, with a special mention to all the work-based and professional programmes who have not only done their qualification, they've also done it while working. So well done, guys.
Yes, I just want to say congratulations on all your hard work and good luck with all your future plans.
Congratulations! From all the finance and accounts team, congratulations on becoming a City of Glasgow College graduate. We're all so excited to watch you take the next steps into the rest of your life.
It's been a tough couple of years, but you've all worked really hard and you did phenomenally well, especially in your region this year, and we're all really, really proud of you. and we wish you the absolute best in your future career and your future studies.
Just remember, life is a journey. It's not about where you end up, it's about the path that takes you there. Just live it, cherish it, and let the pride of today guide you through all of the hard times. Congratulations.
To all our Legal Services students graduating in 2023, from everyone in Legal Services,
Congratulations!
To all of our business students, we are so proud of all of your achievements and we hope you've gone on to exciting things since you left us in June. Tonight should be a time of celebrating with your friends and family, and we hope you have an amazing night. To the class of 2023, well done.
Based can't.
Right, Stuart, practice your jazz hands. Congratulations.
I failed.
So I don't want outtakes.
No outtakes.
No outtakes. I know, give me a minute, just give me a second. Right, okay. I promise I don't teach like this.
And for me, I say, well done to everyone.
You are...
And that's enough.
And you thought all your lecturers were perfect. You saw it here. You saw it here, folks. Apparently education and humanities is the best faculty. It's just been whispered in my ear as I walked up here, but we can test that. Okay, so we'd like to add my own congratulations. It's been a wonderful evening, and I hope you've all enjoyed it. Well deserved. So we've now come to the college awards that we need to present. So I invite Sir Simon to step forward to present the top student prize winners. So the Principal's Prizes for Outstanding Academic Achievement, sponsored by Ede and Ravenscroft, goes to, in the Faculty of Education and Humanities, Alan Kite, HND Financial Services. Sarah Akram, HND Legal Services. And and Sheena McMillan, HNC Healthcare Practice. Thank you very much for presenting the student prizes, Sir Simon. We know you're exceptionally busy, and we are grateful for you taking the time to be with us this evening. So can I now invite Principal Little to come forward once again to present you with a small token. So now, can I ask the Principal, before you sit down, sorry, to come forward to present a College Fellowship Award.
Graduating class of 2023, tonight I have the extra honour and extra pleasure, which doesn't happen every year. It's been several years since this has happened, although there was one this morning, when we offer a fellowship of the City of Glasgow College. Now, a fellowship is higher than an honorary degree at our institution. And this is being presented to Leslie Wolfries. Leslie, will you step forward, please, into the spotlight to my left? Please. Leslie Wolfreys, we are presenting you with a fellowship of the City of Glasgow College in recognition of your outstanding commitment to technological and professional education, to your outstanding commitment to widening access to higher education in the United Kingdom. We acknowledge the very key strategic role that you played, absolutely essential role in guiding the design, delivery and migration into the college's £250 million state-of-the-art, multi-award winning campus. We recognise your service subsequently as Vice Chair of our board, as the Senior Independent Member of our board, where you adeptly supported 3 chairs and acted as a role model and an intermediary for many board members during your various terms. We express our sincerest gratitude and profound admiration to you for your unique contribution to the leadership, the corporate good and the success of the college, and you did so as the mother of triplets and had a very busy job as well. So we'd like to present you with the fellowship. On behalf of the grateful college. Thank you. Thank you.
Can I now invite our Chair of our College Board and newly appointed Fellow of City of Glasgow College, Alistair Barron, to step forward to give the closing address. Thank you.
Sir Simon, Principal, members of the College Board, distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen, and of course our graduates, which you know all are, as the Principal has reminded you, and your family, friends and partners. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, faculty members, and most importantly, the exceptional graduates of 2023, we gather here in the Royal Concert Hall a fitting backdrop in which to recognise and celebrate your endeavour, effort and achievement. As ever, I'm honoured to be part of your momentous day and to deliver a few closing remarks. Heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of our graduates. Your journey has been marked by resilience, unwavering commitment, and a willingness to succeed that has guided you through unprecedented and formidable challenges. Today, we celebrate not simply the attainment of certificates, diplomas and degrees, but the remarkable qualities that will undoubtedly propel you towards a bright future filled with opportunity and reward. Your flexibility, self-motivation, commitment and extraordinary abilities have brought you success. And as you step into a new beginning, armed with fresh skills and qualifications, the world will welcome the impact you are destined to make. On behalf of my Board of Management colleagues, I share our immense pride in your achievements, and we extend our sincere good wishes for good fortune and success in your chosen careers or further studies. Behind every graduate, there's a network of support, family, friends and partners whose encouragement and wisdom have been invaluable. Let's take a moment to acknowledge and appreciate their role in your learner journey. If I may, a special commendation goes to the dedicated lecturing and support staff of the City of Glasgow College. Their professionalism, guidance and advice have played a pivotal role in shaping the graduates we celebrate today. So could I ask you to give a round of applause to your staff? I also extend my gratitude to Principal Little and his team, who have tirelessly cultivated an inspirational and innovative learning environment at the City of Glasgow College, where to let learning flourish, we don't just teach to competence, we teach to excellence and deliver world-class learning. As you transition from students to alumni, remember that you are always welcome here. This institution, our institution, your institution, is a crucible of learning and growth, and its doors will ever remain open to you. In a spirit of looking forward, I share a poignant quote from a lifelong hero of mine, a world icon, and a freeman of the City of Glasgow, a connection which resonates with successive generations of Glaswegians, and of course, I mean the late, great Nelson Mandela. In 2003, speaking to the inaugural meeting of the Nelson Mandela Foundation, Mandela offered these words of wisdom: "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." And if I can repeat that again, because I think it has great importance, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. In our world today, thirsting for positive change, you, the graduates of 23, possess that transformative power of education. Seize it with conviction, confidence, and an unswerving commitment to make a difference. As I conclude these reflections, I urge you also to draw inspiration from a few more words of Mandela that certainly have shaped my life. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we've lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others, which will determine the significance of the life we lead. That's a thought perhaps for tomorrow. Tonight's for embracing and celebrating your remarkable achievement. Graduates, the world awaits your contributions, but tonight is yours to revel in the richness of all you've accomplished. Enjoy the moment, for it is truly yours and truly deserved. Thank you.
Many thanks for those words of encouragement for our graduates, Alistair. So, everyone, that brings us to the end of proceedings. Congratulations once and for all to all of you, and best of luck. So you may like to know that all graduates' names are published in today's Glasgow Herald, which will be on sale at the door of the concert hall as you leave today. Can I ask you to be please upstanding while the stage party proceeds out of the auditorium? Thank you.